everyone, this is BET Talks. I'm Paris Rose, and I'm with one of the pioneers of hip hop, definitely Southern hip hop, and the reason behind parental advisory stickers. We got Uncle Luke in the building. Hello, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
I'm with the legend here, so I'm feeling very great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so this BET Awards happening. We're celebrating 50 years of hip hop. How does that feel for you? Like, do you feel like it's already been 50 years, or do you feel like it's only been 50 years?
Oh man, for me, it feels like it's 150 years because I think through my career, how through the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs, and all that, and fighting for free speech and fighting for hip hop, my time was doubled and tripled versus everybody else who were able to sit there and enjoy the moment of their success and not be attacked.
Well, you were stirring things up in your time. But now, like, hip hop has changed so much. And I gotta ask you how you feel about it because kind of women are taking over being the more explicit ones. And we know you know about being explicit. Do you know Sexy Red?
Yeah, I
You
know
know her?
Sexy Red. A friend of mine is owns the company that Sexy Red is on.
Oh, so you're very familiar.
Yeah, I'm very familiar. When I first heard the song, I told him it was gonna be a hit. He was like, "Really? Really?" I was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be a hit."
Do you think the women are doing it better right now in rap than men?
I think it's a balance. It's more of a balance than what it used to be. At one point, I mean, obviously I'm an old head, so I go way back to Roxanne, Shantae, Real Roxanne, MC Light, and all the ladies of hip hop back then. It was more male thing versus a woman thing. But now, with people like Sexy Red and girls like Cardi B and Megan, and I mean it's a ton of women right now.
There's so many.
I've lost count. I only just see the videos of the girls standing at the governor's ball and bent over and everything. So, I mean, it's amazing. But I like it. I love it. I love the fact that it's much more of a balance of music.
I mean, I think people, right now, it's an interesting time in the industry because people are saying the hip hop industry, rap is oversaturated, that they're just letting anyone in. Like, what are your thoughts about the current state of hip hop?
I don't think they're letting anyone in. I think, because I come from the era of being an entrepreneur, forced to be an entrepreneur, underground, independent. It's more of an independent thing now, because you can just blow up off of TikTok, whatever it may be, Spotify. You just put your music out, and whether people love it or like it, then you can be a one-hit wonder or have a very successful career. So I appreciate it. The people who are traditionally known for, having the control of the industry, with the big five record labels and saying, okay, this is the guy who's hot and this is who's not. That becomes, they would struggle with that. So I don't struggle with it. I like the fact that these young folks can come out, put their music out, get discovered, and blow up and fulfill the opportunities that they can fulfill in this business.
Okay, so you're being positive about that. I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm an independent guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was never controlled by the majors. I never, I probably had one deal and that didn't go well because I'm just a wild animal, as far as being independent. So I like what's going on today.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who would you say that's current and out right now that you feel like is gonna have a long career, like you can see it?
That can have a long career
Yeah.
right now? That's a tough question. I fully believe in Southpaw Jinx. So if you put a record out and then next year you got to come back, you got to follow up. And so when I look at, I look at some artists, whether it's the Baby, Chance the Rapper. I wouldn't consider him as a young new artist. It's difficult when it comes to that. You look at some of these guys, some of the things that they're saying in their lyrics and how they carry themselves and how they take the music business as a stepping stone as to where they want to go at. You got to look at it in its whole. What are you doing? Is just rap? Are you just acting stupid in the streets? Are you just, hitting headlines, dating girls and things like that, and breakups and all that. So that has a tendency of wearing itself out, and people don't take you too serious. The artistry still wins when you see the Jay-Z's and the Drakes of the world, and the Snoops and the Master P's, and the Chance the Rappers, and even Crazy Kanye. They have longevity in the business.
What would be your advice for longevity? Because that's really hard, staying relevant, keeping your name, in people's mouths. What would be your advice?
My advice is, just treat people well. Put a lot of work in your performance, because when people come to see you, they take their hard-earned money to come and see you perform, and not for you to perform for yourself.
Right.
Again, treat people right. Continuously make good music. I see a lot of young people having struggle with going back to the studio after they had a hit record. That's something. I was looking at a show, and a lot of young people having issues with mental health. And being on social media, and people liking a song and not liking a song, and living their life and struggling with that. So I would say, just be satisfied and happy in your own space, in your own skin, and just do what you want to do and do things however you feel, but just do good by people, and you'll last a long time. And then, don't just be an artist. Take this platform, and use it as a stepping stone as to some of the things that you're trying to do and where you're trying to go, and help the people around you, more so than anything.
Solid advice, for sure. So now I want to switch gears a little bit. How do you feel about this Freaknik documentary coming out? Like, are you going to be in that documentary? Are you going to see you?
How do I feel?
Yeah. Are you looking forward to it? Or you're like, that should be left in the past?
I'm actually the producer of it, the creator of the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean.
Are you excited?
I came up with the idea. I had a movie deal with Lionsgate, and I kind of got out of that deal because when we did the scripts, it was not showing all aspects of my life, and you just could not focus on one aspect, So we basically cut it up. So one part of my life is, free speech, one case, and we did that on a documentary on A&E. And then another part of it is my youth football program. I did that docuseries on Stars with LeBron James, and Freaknik is a part of my life. So I said I wanted to do Freaknik, the documentary, so it can have its own space. And we came up with the idea, and then went and shopped it around. It was originally supposed to be on Netflix, and eventually we ended up on Hulu with it. And I wanted to get somebody from Atlanta, and that's why we reached out to Jermaine, put him on, on the project as a person from Atlanta, and and it just has taken a life of its own.
So you're busy.
Yeah, I stay busy. Yeah. What I try to do is I try to partner with people.
Yeah.
Even though I'll do a project, and I was just like, okay, come on, LeBron, you be a part of it.
Yeah.
Come on, Jermaine, you be a part of it. And so I try to create synergy with good folks.
Okay. Is anyone coming up to you like nervous? Like, what are you going to put in there?
I'm gonna put their mama in there. I'm gonna put their mama in there. I'm gonna put their daddy in there. I'm gonna put their auntie in there, and they're gonna be shaking their ass on top of the car, like the way that they complain about the kids now, shaking their butt on the top of the car. And everybody's gonna be in there. But it's cool. It's really cool. I just sat there and just because when Hulu, what they did is they released, these are the shows that are coming out, and so it took a life of its own. And then people was like, yo, I see you executive producer of it. I'm like, yeah, and asked me the same question. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put your mom in there. She could be, hey, but it's gonna be fun. The way we're doing it, it's gonna be really, really fun, interesting, and it kind of shows what a lot of young people are doing right now today. They'll go to Daytona Beach, not Daytona Beach, but South Beach.
Yeah.
And it cause a big ruckus about spring break party. It's no different. And then you see old people like in my age, like, oh, they shouldn't be doing that. What is wrong with these kids? Who raised
have you
them?
forgot?
And I'm like, yeah, okay, and that's what gave me the idea to do it. Like, no, oh, really? Is that what we're doing? Let me show y'all shaking y'all ass on top of cars.
The memes on social media are hilarious about it. People are waiting to see their aunties and uncles. It's great.
Where you from?
I'm from Connecticut,
This
was
you
not around.
You might not be a Freaknik baby. There's a lot of Freaknik babies.
I'm sad. I'm not. See, my family's Jamaican, so I'm definitely not a Freaknik baby. They were on an island.
Well, my family is Jamaican too.
I know, and Bahamian, right?
Dad Jamaican, mom Bahamian.
Were they at Freaknik events?
Yeah.
They were?
No, my mom.
Like
no.
before their own version?
No. My mom and dad listened to Millie Jackson. That was my influence and why I ended up singing explicit lyrics on records, because I would go and look up on it and like, who is this? Leroy Skillen and Red Fox and like these people cussing on the record.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so you've had a long, successful career, but what are you personally most proud of?
What am I most proud of? I'm most proud of the fact that I was able to start hip hop in the South when people told me no.
Yeah.
Start something. I was bringing down hip hop artists when there was no hip hop, and I'm proud of standing up for free speech. For artists and artistries. I'm proud of the fact that my record was banned and I went back to court.
Yeah, fought for it.
Yeah, I went back to court and got it overturned in appeal. So artists today can be able to, so Sexy Red can talk about what's behind her, what she sits on. So I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. And I kind of figured, even when I was going through all those things, that's what it was really the future, because it wasn't. I did go to jail for singing it, lyrics that the federal judge had deemed obscene, but I kind of looked at the big picture and said, this is not really about me. It's about, where hip hop will be 20 years from now.
And just to wrap things up, you also have a big pool party coming up?
Yeah.
So what's that about?
Big pool party, Rick Ross pool party. I think I got too many pool parties going. I got
you're like, which one?
parties, but no, Rick Ross pool party, yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be crazy. Like Rick Ross always has like zoo animals wandering around his own.
Yeah, I know, right? We're gonna have a zebra in bikinis.
Right. When is that? That's in July, right?
July 2nd, yeah. Okay. Rick Rose, he called me up. He was like, yo, I want you to do my pool party. I'm like, really? Is that what we're doing? We're going to bring Splash down to Atlanta? So I guess that's what it's going to be.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, too. I don't know if I'm going.
Yeah,
but I'm looking forward to watching from afar.
You Jamaican. You can go. Y'all got hedonism and all that over now. Okay, now. In Jamaica, we wear nothing.
Exactly. They have the original Freakniks over there. So.
Exactly. Sunsplash used to be a super Freaknik.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your time, and just congratulations for your whole career. It's been amazing.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.